Hello and welcome to Wheel2Wheel Racing. We kick off tonight with our Division 2 drivers at round 3 of Season 12. Tonight we see them going at it at one of Gran Turismo's original tracks, Troll Mountain. This track has a lot of fast flowing corners and favours consistency and is unforgiving towards mistakes. Joining me tonight in the commentary box is my good friend and Division 1 driver, Dale Teeks. How you going, mate?
Yeah, good, thanks, Goat. Yeah, it's going to be an exciting round. You mentioned it's one of the OG tracks, so I think it's quite exciting to come back here. I think a lot of us missed the final chicane in its original form, but yeah, I think the way the track's set up, it's going to cause some exciting racing, mixed between really tight and twisty Sector 1. You've got the fairly long back straight, so you need a bit of speed as well. I think it's going to be some really exciting battles up and down the back at the moment. Who are you keeping your eye on for this round? Which cars do you reckon are going to be right up the pointy end?
Well, it sort of has a mix of both, I reckon. There's some long straights here and a lot of tight and twisty corners, so I don't think it'll favour one car in particular. But obviously the Porsche and the RX Vision look pretty strong here. I've seen some quick times coming out of those cars. And also joining us tonight on visuals is a 3-time Division 1 runner-up, Fixer Chris. How you going, buddy?
Living up to this stereotype of being a failure. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? And I just want to give a quick shout out to our Wheel2Wheel boys who are at the GC 500. Hope you had a really good time out there. Pretty jealous.
Yeah, hope they're all doing well. Without further ado, I think we might open up pit lane so these boys can get out and do some qualifying.
Yeah, it's going to be a mad dash to see who gets out first. Clear track, I think, is very important. As much as you want to slipstream down the back straight, Sector 1, you don't want the Euro wash, so I think it's going to be a battle to try and find that clear space and clear track.
Yeah, definitely. And our mate Brutal, who I believe is filling in for Dodgy this round because he is living it up in the city. So we might do a run through the field, Dale, and out in front we've got Brutal in Dodgy Racing Team Dodgy Racing.
Yeah, beautiful little BMW Z4 in the 180 embroidery. Second up is Suit Lab in the Alpha. He's got the Future Youth sponsorship all over it. I'm pretty confident that is his own business, so go check him out when you have a chance. He's just being overtaken down the back straight there by Expat Champ in the 13 R2 Supra. Expat being a privateer, but stepping in for Oil this week as a fill-in.
Yeah, that's nice of him. Then we have Troy HQ, which is a fill-in drive. Who's driving for Dragon's Den Racing Team.
Yes, so he's filling in for a Flossie.
Yes, he is too. Yeah, so I reckon we'll watch out for him because that RX Vision is very fast.
Following Troy is Madriski in the AMG Mercedes in the L Plan. It's a very lovely looking car, very, very strong. I think he's one to maybe keep an eye on tonight, as well as his team owner right behind him in Corbin, CCH. So I think it looks like they may work a little bit together through this quali session.
And then behind him we have the head honcho himself, Mr. Squidly, in the Jag by Scuderia Quadrifoglio. So I reckon that they're not a bad car actually, they're a good all-rounder. And following him we have another Jag in the same team, which is MCDC. So yeah, definitely watch out for the Jags tonight. They are a force to reckon with.
Yeah, they're quite strong. They've just got to nurse their front right tyre a little bit, but very strong, very quick in the back straight. Following MCDC, we've got Jonesy in the 13R Supra. He's also our host tonight. Very strong, usually up in the top 3 battle for the championship here, and then followed by Broken Spoke in another Team Dodgy Racing 180 embroidery BMW Z4.
Yeah, and then following Broken we have Gimpman in another TDR entry. That Z4, I don't really know much about it, but I think it's pretty good on the straight. So yeah, really there's yeah, should favour down this back straight and
It really
down the
gets a
home
launch
stretch.
too. Watch for it off the start. It is a rocket.
Yeah, right. And then behind him we have another team that probably shouldn't be mentioned. The damn Hexagons, which is happens to be your team, Dale. So
Yeah,
how's the Porsche going?
Oh, it's a beautiful looking car. Adam's done a wonderful job with the livery out there. It is fun down the around this track. It just does not have a lot of top end speed, so down the back straight it's a little bit, vulnerable down the back straight, but it should be alright. It's a very solid car.
Also, expecting the Porsche to do well around here. It's also a rocket ship, just like the Mazda RX Vision.
Yeah, not in a straight line though.
Yeah,
And
it is.
Straight line
very-
speeds, everything. Expat Champ is coming across the line to finish his first lap, so he'll be pole for at least a split second. He's got Troy right behind him though, so yeah, Troy pips him by 1.5 seconds. Corbin straight up into second at 10th and 0.18 behind, and they've got quite a big gap over MCDC, who's now in fourth as Jonesy's now split Troy and Corbin.
Well, up to
Yeah, that's a
six.
tidy lap from Troy. Tyres still a bit cold, but as they warm the tyres up and get rid of their fuel load, lighten the cars up a bit, I'm expecting some lower 49s out of these guys.
Yeah, agreed. Now Brutal's just crossed the line, but I think he'd reset to pits, so he's only just finished his outlap again.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, well, he's in 12th at the moment, but he hasn't set a time, so we'll see where he pops in. Troy's got the message. Suit
I
Lads
saw
had
a
a crash on the
spin
entrance
somewhere.
tunnel. Yeah,
Sorry.
Suit Lads had a bit of a loss coming into the tunnel. Down the back onto the back straight. Suit Lads had a bit of an off. The Alpha was nice around here in pre-season. I did not test it on mediums and hards though, so there's a message. Madriski might have given him a bit of a tap.
Yeah, that Alpha is very similar to the Porsche actually. Same sort of characteristics as the turn-in, I believe.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. So it's got the straight line speed. It's almost as quick as anything down here. Toyota's obviously the quickest at the moment, but although it's an MR, it just didn't quite have the speed through the corners that the Porsche does. But it is still very, very competitive over a full length lap, this track.
Yeah, so we'll definitely be watching out for Suit Lad.
Troy's had a bit of a off coming into the final chicane as well, so I think he's just waiting for everyone to pass.
Yeah, he's just waiting for everyone to pass so he can get a good run. To be honest, if you're going to crash, I'd probably do it on the second last corner so you can still start your lap.
Jonesy's just gone purple by 0.264, 49.659, so he's moved up in first ahead of Troy. Corbin hasn't improved on his second lap. Squiddy's jumped up to fourth. He took a good 1.5 seconds off his time, so he's just edged out Gimp by just under a tenth there. And then again followed by MCDC, who also improved on his time. Berserk, he's moved up from 9th up into 7th now. He took 1.1 off his time from lap 1, so he's just about 2 tenths behind MCDC. Then followed by Madriski, Brokensburg, Expat, Suit Lad, and then Brutal coming down the final chicane now. He's looped it, unfortunately, so that would have been his first flyer. He's in reverse now, trying to get the run up to the final straight, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so. Just trying to redo that last corner again, so he has that speed going across the line, which...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So interesting take. It's got a little bit of a Alan Grice at the Bathurst shootout feel, where he turned right at the final corner to get a bit of a run onto the home straight. So very, very interesting approach there.
Yeah. Well, the guys are just coming around to finish their lap again. We do have Jonesy still on top. And that Supra is very quick down the straight, so he just has to try and get it through the first and third sector and it's home free, really.
Yeah, definitely. Guys out there, don't forget to like and share the stream. Welcome Deegan, Corbin, Squid. So we've got a few of the races actually already making comments on the YouTube stream, so that's good to see. And shout out to Baker Boy, who's telling Brutal and Gimp to send it.
Yeah, good on him. Thanks, guys.
Corbin's improved to second now. He's only 1.5 tenths behind Jonesy. He's cleared Troy by about a tenth. Troy doesn't improve on that time.
Corbin
So we
took
just
some
see
grass.
Corbin just eating a bit of grass there. He's trying to take my job away from me, but no, he gathered it up.
This lap's gone. He's down half a second at sector 1.
Yeah, definitely.
Squiddy's got a half-second penalty here, so this lap's gone and his next lap's gone as well because the penalty serves on the front straight.
Yeah, that's a terrible place to have it as well because yeah, it does ruin your run onto the straight.
Yeah, it
unless
is
you do a brutal.
big momentum killer.
Unless you do a brutal and back up and do the last corner again.
He's backed out. He gave MCDC a bit of slip down the back straight and he's backed out of it. He's got Madriski pulling up behind him, so I expect him to pull right out of the way. Same as Jonesy right there too.
And in other news, the GC 500 race has concluded.
Any surprises there with the winners?
It's a standard affair if you're a fan of SVG.
Yeah, he sort of had the pace over Davison, definitely. Just then ended up walking away in the end. But anyway, back to the fictional world, and we have Jonesy. I think he's just about to finish his finish a pretty good lap. He's around the last corner.
Shout out to Jonesy though. He was at the GC earlier today, and he decided to nope, I'm gonna go home early and do my wheel-to-wheel race. So he's got his priorities right.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, shout out to him. That's a big effort. I think he's pulling off, so we should be probably about within a minute before we kick things off. So we'll see how this goes. Starting soon, we've got Brutal down the back straight. He's coming into the hairpin.
Troy's just got on the pole. Yeah.
Oh, 1/10.
49.5.
Nice time there.
That RX Vision
is
very speedy.
Unlucky for Brutal, he's 2 tenths up on his time. It would have put him potentially into about 10th or 11th, but I don't think he's going to be able to finish this lap based on yeah, I think they kicked off. He's backing right off now. So yeah, Troy, Jonesy, Corbin, MCDC, Squiddy, Mid, Broken, Spoke, Gimpman, and then I lost track. Suitlet starting in 11th with Brutal in 12th.
Alright, we might jump on board with Corbin here for the start of the race in that Merc.
Right,
see how he gets off the line. We've got 5 lights. And they're off.
Oh, bit of a
Troy gets a good start. Corbin gets a great start.
Jonesy books down a little bit, which is expected in this Supra. MCDC around the outside, around the inside, sorry.
Corbin's off. Into Squid.
Squiddy's held it though. Corbin's found himself down in 10th with Suitlad and Expat right behind him.
Oh, that's not good to see from Corbin. That'll be very disappointing for him, seeing as the really good qualifying that he had.
Oh, Brutal does send it up the inside of Darth into that right-hander. Backs out of it though. Good to see there.
Let's think better of it. Now this is an 11-lap race. I think they will be doing, or majority will be no stopping. So you'll have to take really good care of your tyres if you want to make that 11 laps.
Yeah, keep an eye on Corbin. He might do a one stop because he had no choice because he's on controller.
Yeah, well, we'll see how he goes.
Yeah, so that's not a good start for him. He's down in 9th at this point in time after that, turn 1 start, but he is sending it up into 8th down at the hairpin.
As Brutal
He's trying to be right, so Brutal does the switchback. Nice move.
Yeah, lovely move from Brutal. He saw it coming. Our Corbin just went down the inside and outbroke himself there, so yeah, lovely move from Brutal. Right, so back up the front, majority is the same. We have Troy out in front to a half-second lead, closely followed by Jonesy, and then roughly about a second back to MCDC. That Jag, I'm not sure if anyone can help me on that. How good's the tyre wear on that thing? Because I remember it was really good in round 1.
It will struggle. The front right will struggle towards the end of the race.
Yeah, right. Well, if they can nurse that front right, they should be a pretty strong guess for round one. As we see, Madriski is getting a bit racy behind Squid here. Sort of thinks better of it coming into the tunnel.
Yeah, that is a difficult spot to pass. It's easy to go wide and hit the wall on the outside on corner exit there if you kind of gas it a little too soon. So yeah, if you can get the move done kind of coming into the tunnel, that's the more easy move to get to let stick.
Yeah, definitely. You have to sort of hope for a mistake to pass him on the second half of that. Is Madriski, we might stay on board with Madriski because he is in the slipstream of Squid, who seems to be on his own. So we might see a move here.
We've also got Gitman right behind him, who's no doubt driving with the red ball between his teeth.
Oh, here comes
Yeah,
Madriski.
definitely. Oh,
backs out of it, not quite far enough.
sort of sells the dummy there. Squid left him room. So yeah, that was good driving by both of those guys.
Gitman forever lurking there. They've got a bit of a gap over Darth Berserk by about 1.5 seconds there, so he's got a bit of fresh air behind him. He's free to just sit back behind these guys and capitalise on any sort of moves that they make.
Yeah, and fuel isn't an issue, so everyone will be revving the cars out for this 11 lapper. Just nursing tyres, that is his own thing. As we see Troy with a 49.7 on his first flyer, that is that's a great lap for just out of the box. And
yeah,
tyre
that's super
saving.
quick. I feel like in pre-season, kind of mid 49s was where we were at on softs, kind of in pre-season testing. So good to see that everyone's picked up quite considerably on the mediums here.
Yeah, definitely. As we see, MCDC has just fallen behind about a second and a half here. I think it's because of Troy's outright pace at the start, and Jonesy just seems to be going with him. But they might burn their tyres out, and MC might take them in. You never know.
All three at the moment, their tyres are exactly the same. Troy was also about half a tenth purple at Sector 1, so with Jonesy right behind him and now making a move, he could be on for fastest lap as well.
That straight line speed of the Supra.
Yeah, just blast past on the straight. That was
6 tenths purple.
6.5 tenths purple at Sector 2.
wow.
Crikey.
He may be threatening a 48, high 48 on
mediums.
Feel for Troy here. He's doing everything right. Probably nailed the first sector, and then he's over on the right hand side on the straight and just sees the Supra go past. Nothing
Gives him a
he
little
can
bit
do
of a
about
wave.
it. Yeah. See you later. See you in the next corner.
First sector is definitely the saving grace for the Mazda RX Vision.
Yes, it is. It was lightning there. Definitely.
Let's see here.
And for about
49.5 in the end.
Whoa.
Okay, lost a bit of time in the final sector.
Yeah. Yeah, it seemed to be a line astern, really. Nothing much seems to be happening at the
Darth
minute.
lost the spot to Corbin, and he's dropped it back by about 1.2 seconds there.
As we're seeing, Mid has found 1.5 seconds worth of penalties. Squid's lost it. Oh, good
and
save from
Madriski
Squid.
saved him.
Yeah. Oh, Gibbs giving him a
showed the
touch.
nose.
Shit nose. Oh, Madriski got slapped with a 1.5 second penalty.
Yeah, that was over turn 2, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, but and that sort of just backed him up for that other corner, and now there's it's getting a bit willing here on the back straight.
Corbin's right here with him as well. He's been bumping. Oh no, so I've gone far too back. So Gitman's getting pushed by Corbin by Darth Berserk there.
Yeah.
So Gitman's made the pass. Darth Berserk's like, alright, I'm going to follow you through, and it's going to be almost 3 wide. As Corbin shoots it around the outside, and he's going to suffer on corner exit there. Berserk's trying to battle Gitman, and yeah, Darth takes them both.
Yeah, Corbin lost 2 positions there.
Corbin's put the nose in on the Gitman.
Ambitious from Corbin.
Darth may find himself from 8th up into 5th after Majewski serves that penalty. So that's going to be, see how far Majewski falls back that 1.5 seconds. I think he's going to find himself right in the clutches there of Brutal, most likely.
Yeah, that's going to be painful.
Let's jump on board
And,
now. Moves away from the racing line. Good etiquette. Oh, no ghosting.
And not only does it take half a second from you, it takes all your momentum, so you lose it probably even a bit more down the straight.
Yep.
So
he'll have to tackle to the back of this train again now and try to work his way back past Corbin and Gitman.
Yeah, the good news for Majewski, he's still within touch of the 3 cars in front of him. As Darth Berserk is beginning to pull away, because the Porsche is also quick through the first few corners.
Oh, if you nail it, it's a dream.
It is,
but there is a very fine line.
On his personal best, and Corbin sends it on Gitman, making up for lost ground.
Corbin will need to pit though, I think, before this race is over. Oh,
he will definitely need to pit.
Yeah, it's going to be tight. It's very tight.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's going to split it halfway or just pit towards the end of the race.
He's got 50% on the front right, and it's in lap 5, so I think he will definitely struggle if he goes the full 11. As we see, even Darth Berserk, he's got not even a quarter worn on all his tyres.
We've got a Oharo from Stefco out in the chat. Showman's out there too.
In YouTube chat, and he's just spamming the quick chats from the Gran Turismo quick chat.
Yeah, well,
so is he a computer AI? Is that what's going on?
Maybe. I think he's the beta version of GT
Sophie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he must be. Yeah, well, Harrow Stefco, it is good to see you here, mate. Yeah, as we watch Division 2 just heat up a little bit towards the end of this race. We've still got Jonesy and Troy out in front. Troy's just hanging with him, and they've got identical tyre wear, so I don't think they'll have a problem with that. So it will just be track position.
MCDC is just hanging on there in 3rd place, just running his own battle there with Squiddy another 2.2 behind. Another 2.5 back to Darth Berserk in 5th with Corbin trying to hunt him down, but of course the tyre wear will likely get to Corbin before the end of the race does, unfortunately. And Berserk's gone purple in Sector 1, so that Porsche really showing its strengths there.
We got
Troy. It's a bit of a battle pack.
Yeah, and we also have
Chris.
Troy up Jonesy's bum, I guess.
Yes, we do. See if Troy can get that mosquito up the inside of Jonesy. Of course he will.
Brakes
he
late.
It down
Might
the inside.
have overdone it. Let's go on
a
board
little
with
bit sliding on
Jonesy.
the exit.
He could hold this. They keep it too wide through here.
Little
tap.
Troy touched a bit of the barrier. Hard to tell with the lag.
I think Troy backed out of that, which was good on him for recognising Jonesy.
Yeah, that was good driving. There's a little side-to-side contact from what I can see. I don't think it's anyone's fault, but it was good driving by Troy to just back out of it a little bit, try again next lap and not totally ruin the race. So that was good driving by both.
More people showing up in YouTube chat. Adam, hey boys, go Ferrari. No, Adam, there are no Ferraris present tonight. Dodgy dropping in after having fun under the sun in the GC 500. How's the race, buddy? How's the experience?
Hey Dodgy, good to see you, mate. So we don't really have much going on here. Seems to be big gaps to everyone at the minute, but our closest battle pack seems to be about 5th and 6th, and 7th and 8th. So might just keep an eye on these guys, maybe.
Yeah, Gitman's in that really, really good spot there where he's not quite close enough to really challenge, but it means he's got the clear air through Sector 1 without having to deal with the aero wash. So if there is a mistake from Corbin or Darth Berserk though, that really puts him in that zone where he can capitalise on it.
Yeah, definitely. So looking at Corbin's tyres, they are looking a bit worse for wear only on lap 7, so I think he's going to have to come in. That's terrible. But he does have the fastest lap in the race, so I guess he's got that going for him.
Yeah, like I really do feel for him. I mean, I remember driving on controller, and yeah, it's not. It requires a specific skill to be able to tyre save on the same level as you can with a wheel or other things. So, man, he's really got the pace, but it's just a little unfortunate for him that although it's a sprint race, it is still kind of tyre sensitive to a degree.
Maybe Corbin just needs to drive like Tombo.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
I'm just going to jump on to Broken Spoke here as he has a bit of a run on Expat, but he did give it a bit of a lift into that second last corner. As Expat probably has a bit more speed down the straights here.
Expat already breaking the toe.
Yeah, they're playing for sheep stations here for the World Championship for 9th.
I think Broken Spoke will probably try and get the slip down the back straight. I think it was wise to pull out into the front chicane because Expat would have the speed to just take that spot straight back.
Yeah.
Although Broken Spoke has just got 2-second penalty.
He got slapped.
Unlucky.
Not sure what's going on with Brutal here. He's got
He's had an off on lap 6. He is. He did a 202 on lap 6, but then a normal, more close to normal 152 last lap. I'm not too sure what's happening there.
He's had a bit of a shocker Brutal, which is a shame to see.
Well, Jonesy's opened up a gap a little bit. He's now, well, it was 8 tenths, and now it's closed all the way down to 6 tenths. He's had a bit of a slower exit from the hairpin compared to Troy. That's kind of invited Troy right back into this. Getting into that slipstream zone again. With just over 3 laps to go.
Corbin took the fastest lap, 149.5.
Yeah, it's been there for a few laps since lap 3.
Okay.
Yeah, right. That
was Goat's consolation prize for him.
Yeah, I'll say that. That's all he's got going for him.
He's going another lap though. That front right, I don't. Ooh, that's very, very confident that front right's going to hold on for this 9th lap it will be by the time he finishes the next one.
He's going to have to go in at the end of this lap. So,
Alright.
that is...
I think he's just going to endure it. Just go to the end. With
that new update, it's half bearable now. Like when you run out of tyres like completely, it is sort of bearable to drive on. Wouldn't say it's brilliant.
Yeah. So he's probably keeping one eye on the map. You can see that there's a bit of a gap back to Expat, so he may still be able to hold on for about 8th spot if his tyre completely goes on him.
Yeah, definitely. I might jump up the front with Troy as he has a little bit of a run on Jonesy here down this main straight. Wonder if he'll make another move.
I don't think it's enough.
Yeah, he's 4 tenths behind. I wouldn't count on it. Seems to be a bit far back.
Jonesy has that.
I'd be lining it up. It's probably 1 or 2 laps too soon. I wouldn't be surprised if he's just kind of eyeing it off and just judging when to do it. You know, second last or last lap might be the better time to do it. Because if he does it on the second last lap, he would be banking on the Mazda superiority in sector 1 to then bridge the gap onto the final lap and give him that extra space he needs down the back straight.
Yeah, and
if he fails, at least he's got the final lap to try again.
And Jones with that rocket ship, he can just turn it on whenever he wants. Really, he can. There's so much power behind that thing.
I'm sure Troy's also being fueled by Super Dragon's cheer, who just got sunburnt, spending the entire day at the race.
Yeah, it is savage at sunlight. I had to get an umbrella when I was there yesterday. It was not for rain obviously, but this is so right. It was terrible.
I guess someone forgot his sunscreen.
Yeah, look, as long as his hands are clean, then it's all that matters.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
you know, as long as
That
he's
is
got
very
clean hands.
important, actually.
Yeah.
Make sure
Well,
you sanitize your hands.
we will gloss over Dragon's incompetence as we see Jonesy's just nicked the wall, and Troy's closed up about 5/10 on him. So I don't know if he'll go this lap. I probably would bet on him going on the last lap, but yeah, he's
Jumping on board.
If he's too
Troy
close and the
again.
position's just there to take, though, he may not really have a choice because the
Yeah.
opportunity may present itself next lap.
yeah. So
He's just not quite close enough, even with slip.
Jonesy with that straight line speed is just to the point that
Cool.
it's illegal.
We'll stay with the battle at the front, but I'll just give you a bit of an update here. Corbin's front right is dead. His front left is not far behind, so he's now dropped off berserk he's now more than 3.5 seconds and growing, so he's actually lost 3.3 seconds on this lap alone. So yeah, he's only got half a second gap over Madriski, so we'll see if they play a team game and Madriski plays regunner and holds on that 6th place for Corbin and protects him from Gimpman.
yeah, and Corbin has officially no front right tyre left. So
Yeah.
he has wrung this Mercedes neck, and he's got nothing left on that front right.
Yeah, he's really trying to hold on here on that final chicane. He may not have the run out of that corner, so
I might
yeah,
interrupt
Brutal's
you
got them
guys.
both.
Troy's, oh,
Again.
I thought Troy's sending it into turn 1 and 2.
Ooh, he's
Madriski
backed
got
out of
the
it.
team orders to stay behind, and Corbin's just sort of bottled it on that last corner, and Gimp's just found a spot.
Yeah, Gimp's going, stuff this, I'm out of here.
Oh, Squid's just found a 1 second penalty in that first sector again. So
He's got 2.5 second gap over Darth Berserk, so he should just have enough to hold on there. But Troy, yeah, he's 6/10 behind, coming onto the back straight. He's got slip, but that Toyota, it's not. I don't think it's going to be enough.
it's gonna have to be a big ask on this.
The gap's
last
actually
sector.
growing. The gap's growing up the hill on the back straight a little bit. Now it starts to come down on the other side. So that little bit of an uphill just really helps the Toyota protect
Troy
that
does
lead.
have
So yeah,
better tyre wear, so he might find a bit of time through this last sector. But this will be his only hope, I reckon. Maybe into the second last corner.
I think it's going to require a Jonesy mistake for a proper opportunity to present itself.
Yeah, definitely.
And MCDC, he's actually closed the gap on these guys. He was probably about 2.5 seconds behind them for most of that race, and he's only 1.4 back now.
But yeah, I
And
guess
yes,
that's
pretty
not
well.
enough. Jonesy's gonna take the win for race 1. And credit to Troy, amazing job filling in for Flossie.
Yeah, and then we have MCDC in third for a really good, consistent race, mate. Well done.
Scooty held on for 4th with that penalty. It's about 2.5 clear of Berserk. Nice to see
And we've got
CQ
Gimp
season
Man,
there.
who has cleared both of the L plans. And,
Corbin's
they're gonna-
Lebedriski passed on the final straight there.
Then we've got Suit Lad coming across the line in 9th. And then
Expat in for Oily in 10th.
with no front tyres left.
And then Broken Spoke in the BMW Z4. He's had something happen on the 10th lap there, but good recovery there. And then Brutal in 12th.
Yeah, it's been a bit of an unlucky round for Brutal. Didn't have the best qualifying, and yeah, just sort of couldn't put it together for the race. So bad luck, Brutal.
He finishes it strong with a very solid final lap though, so I think that's a good bit of confidence booster coming into the final race though. ZD's back in chat. ZD's back. Here we go.
Hello, ZD. Here we go,
ZD.
mate.
Watch out, everybody. He is leaving Cairns January 17, heading down south. Look out, everybody. If you can catch up with him on his way down. Open invite. Sorry, ZD, open invite. It's a new message.
Yeah. As we see, Spokes left the room, so may have gone to check something, but hope he comes back. And I'm just going to congratulate the podium again. We've got Jonesy on top, followed by Troy HQ, who almost had it, and then MCDC for a solid third position. So, Chris, we might flick it over to you. You have some ads lined up, mate?
Yeah, let's catch a breather from that exciting race 1. More to come in race 2, but in the meantime, we have some ads to play from our sponsors. Be right back, gentlemen.
Do you own a business needing new equipment? Or perhaps you're wanting a good set of wheels for that shiny new bike license? Maybe you're after that well-earned boat for retirement. Or you desperately need a new car or caravan for those family getaways? Get in touch with Jade Finance today.
You got this, man. You got it.
All right.
And we are back. Those are words from our sponsors at AMS Excavations 180 Embroidery and our main sponsor, Jade Finance Australia.
Yeah,
And-
I do have some words to say about our other sponsors. At Permobile, our purpose is to innovate for individuals to create advanced solutions that make their lives that make the lives of people living with disabilities more enriching. Our dedicated teams work tirelessly to make this happen. At Permobile, we are leading change. We see ability. Check out their website at www.permobile.com. And another one, Hybrid Ag is passionate about educating people about the importance of nutritious density and the significant beneficial impacts that can have on our health and the environment. We help people to apply this knowledge with a view of transforming food quality as we know it today. Learn more at www.hybridag.com.au. So there you have it, guys. A couple of words from our sponsors at Wheel2Wheel, and if we didn't have them, we couldn't do what we are doing today.
Definitely. Massive shout out to our sponsors and also shout out to everyone watching YouTube chat. A quick reminder to leave a like and press that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell.
Yeah, I think I'd like to do a quick shout out to Darth Berserk here. He's come into the round 12th spot, so he's kind of, taken a leaf out of the team owner's book here of, just not having some good rounds to open the season. So 5th spot in race 1, I think that's a good confidence booster, and he should build on that in race 2. So I think it's good. Round 3, good time to kick off the season. Good time to get serious about it, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And I think we're right to open pit lane for these guys.
If Broken Spoke's not back yet, we might give him a minute or two. There's a message popped up saying he needs to reset.
Broken
And here
Spoke
he's just
has
jumping in
joined
now,
the room. There's a notification.
Alrighty, so we'll wait for him to get ready. What do you reckon good strategy might be for race 2, Dale? What are we thinking?
Pit when the tyres die and then swap over.
That seems to be that's a good strategy, Dale. Is
Blood
that
test
what
Well,
you're?
I think
Dale.
I think to be honest, most people will either do 10 or 11 on mediums and then 7 or 8 on softs. And just say you're to do 11 on mediums, it's very highly unlikely you A, would want to get a 12th lap out of the mediums, and B, be able to get a 12th lap out of the mediums anyway. So I think where people are pitting, it's more tyre dependent. You know, if you're coming in on lap 10, it means you're confident you've got 8 laps in the softs. There is no way you're going to get 9. And if you're coming in after 11 on mediums, then, you know, 7's really your limit on the softs. So there may be a few people undercutting, but if someone is on mediums and kind of comes in halfway on lap 9, I don't know how they're going to fare on that final lap or two of the race. So yeah, 10 or 11 on mediums I think is the way to go.
Yeah, I haven't done much practice myself, but I'm sort of thinking same sort of thing. It's going to be a one stop, and it just depends on what sort of tyres they want to go on first.
Yeah, I think it's almost time to kick off quali for race 2 now. Broken Spokes managed to rejoin everybody.
I think that's everyone ticked in. Yeah.
Yeah, well, might open
Yeah, if
it
everyone's
up
16, I think open it up. Yeah, let's roll.
ZD wants a strategy where someone just sends it on softs. Sorry, ZD, it doesn't work that way tonight because both softs and mediums are mandatory.
Yeah, so ZD there just immediately gets shut down. So we have Brutal again out of the pits in first. This man is just a hacker on the buttons. Then we have he seems to be putting all his time into getting out of pits first. Nothing wrong with that. As we see Squid in second, but I think that was a strong finish from him in the first race. If he could back up with another top 5 for his second race, I reckon he'll be in good stead for this round 2. That'll help his championship out.
Probably bump him ahead of Corbin as well. So they're in second and third at the moment.
They're pretty tight. It is pretty tight at the top there.
Flossie leading it. His Troy's got filling in from this round, so that'll be quite interesting. Flossie may have a bit where his sub driver might not actually be a drop round.
Yeah.
Yeah, surplus sub performance.
Yeah, and Jonesy's just come out of the pits a good minute behind everyone else, so I think he's opting for the clean air approach and doesn't just want to clean lap basically.
I like that approach. Jonesy being the host as well, so he's got to kind of keep an eye that make sure everybody. He's got to time that minute after everything. So yeah, I think it's good for him to round out the field. It makes it a bit easier and cleaner for the host, not have to really think too much. And I also think laps across the line, as long as everyone stays on track like they should when they finish their lap, it's easier to tell where you've finished.
Yeah, definitely.
And what tyres to take for the start of the race.
Yeah, well, I think it might be a good idea to take mediums and run
Suitlad has had a bit of a spin at the final chicane, trying to start the lap. So he's just kind of chilling out there, waiting for everyone to pass him, I think.
Spoke has as well.
Yeah, Spoke went a little bit deep into the corner. Suitlad, I think, had already gone by that stage. I don't think they were near each other.
Yeah, Troy's in 7th. We might go on forward for the lap. Might talk you through a lap of Trial Mountain here. As we're going into turn 1, keep it in 5th in the Mazda. Damper the brakes. Want to keep it over to the right hand side here. Give you a nice line through this left-hander. We're going to brake on the right there. It's a yellow bollard down to 3rd. Run it out wide. Down to 2nd gear here. Nice apex. Sort of just missed that. Early on the power though. Not a bad split. Keeping it right. Keeping it in the middle of the track there. Over to the right. And a bit wide onto this back straight, which is going to hurt his time. You need to get really tight there to keep the most speed you can through that corner. So he's coming down here, up into top gear in the RX Vision. Brake on that sign on the right. Go down to second gear. No, he keeps in third. Oh, that's
A little bit twitchy there.
a little bit twitchy. It didn't really like him through there. Brake at the top of this hill. Car gets very light through here. Nice apex. Runs it out to the wall. Or the hill.
Very good use of all the track there. That was nice.
Yeah, that was really good. Using the track out a bit more there. Going down here, first gear corner here. Slowest corner on the track, followed by the second slowest corner on the track.
He's grazed the fence on exit, unfortunately.
Yeah, so that might not treat him too well for this lap. But it has got him provisional pole.
Provisional pole for now, 49.6. He's 5 tenths clear of Squiddy in second.
Remember, we do have Jonesy still to come, and he is rounding the last corner at the minute.
Troy, Squiddy, MCDC in Brutal, Berserks in 6th, Expat, Corbin. So Troy's already gone back to pits anyway, but we need to wait till everyone's crossed the line. So Jonesy's
gone to the top. Nicely done. As he just murdered Squid there. Which is, I would have done that too.
So it'll be interesting to see how many come back and change onto mediums to start this race.
CD complained about the Mazda RX Vision hot lap there. You just have to be grateful, CD, because that I didn't turn up the broadcast volume, because that was an amazing sound. I don't know what you're talking about, CD.
So
at the moment we're going to have Jonesy and Squiddy and Suit Lad starting on softs. Everybody else is on the mediums. So it'll be very important for those guys to get the jump at the start and try and clear away.
Yeah, we've got Troy as well. He's on the mediums, and he'll be in the middle of 2 soft runners. So I reckon Squid's going to want to dispose of Troy very quickly. But yeah, that might hurt him at the start. Alright, who do we want to jump on board with here, Dale?
I think you've got to go Squiddy and the Jag. The Jag, I think, launches pretty nicely. Troy's on mediums beside him, and Jonesy's in the Toyota, which may not get off the line as well. So I think Squiddy could be trying to get into first by turn 1.
Troy bogs it off the line.
Yeah, mediums aren't easy to start off, so...
Squid's on softs,
Squiddy and Jonesy are on softs, so is Suit Lad. Squiddy gets the job done into turn
Troy
1.
Already had a moment.
Troy had a huge
moment. There is a lot of contact in the back here. Broken Smoke has hit Expat, who's bumped Expat up a few spots, but it looks like Berserker and a couple other people really got into it through turn 2 or 3, which might have been a little bit to do with Troy falling back through the field as well. So it might have been a lot of no one's got anywhere to go, and Broken Spoke's off in the background into the wall on the exit of the right-hander after the tunnel.
Yeah, so it is all kicking off here as we see Suit Lad just dip down the inside of MCDC coming onto this back straight. And Troy has had a shocker on this opening lap. He went from 2nd to 10th, which is, that is just not ideal for him.
And he'll be fighting through everybody else who is also on mediums too, so I guess that's a good thing. At least he hasn't wasted his soft stint though, so that's one positive to take.
Pretty bold move from Troy, sending it on the inside of Expat Champ.
It's a bit of a bump and run if I ever saw one there, but
desperate times.
Desperate times, desperate measures. As we jump up the front, we have Squid, who has just had a commentator's curse and run wide. I'm so sorry, Squid.
Good timing.
You were winning, mate. I'm so sorry, Squid. But I was going to say he's found some talent, but he's just lost it on that exit. So Jonesy has just resumed first again there.
He's got Gimp Man all over the back of him now, so if Gimp on mediums can make the move, that's really going to hamper Squid's opening
stint. Is he really going to do this?
Into turn 1. No, he thinks better of it.
Although Brutal
gets him.
And he's dropped back down to 5th?
Yeah, he's dropped to 5th. Yeah, right. Well,
Corbin and Brutal both taking advantage there, so...
That was interesting. he just backed off a little bit too much and lost 2 spots. I'm gonna say maybe they're in a chat and Bruder wanted to be in front. But yeah, and Corbin snuck through as well.
Yeah.
But speaking of which, just a great second race from Brutal from last on the grid to third. This is this is an awesome start.
It might be interesting to see around this spot here actually. Suit led in 6th spot coming up behind them. He's on softs as well, so he'll need to jump these guys very quickly. Otherwise, his race is going to be heavily compromised.
As you see Corbin trying to go around the outside. If Brutal leaves him room, that's well done by Brutal to hold that off. Don't let him through.
Elbows out, guys, elbows out.
Jump on board with Suitlat for a bit here, just to appreciate the Alpha, as not a lot of the wheel-to-wheel drivers are driving it. I think
it's such a fun car.
Is Suitlat the only one driving the Alpha?
He is. There was Wheel2Wheel Ben a couple seasons back who did drive it, I think, in our first season on Gran Turismo 7. And I can't remember far enough back because I can't count anymore, but KZ in his opening season with Wheel2Wheel also drove the 4C.
It has a very bassy engine note, which I did not
lovely
expect.
Sound.
Yeah, I don't expect that from the Alpha 4C, but beautiful car nonetheless.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the race.
It's just a mini-me Ferrari engine, isn't it?
I
Not
guess.
I'm not sure, but we see...
Oh yeah, Dragon just reminded us. Kelbell's in it, in his Wish.com Scuderia portfolio livery.
Yeah, well, say no more about that. As we see, Corbin has just made a move on Gimpman coming into that, just coming into the tunnel, and Brutal sort of backed out of it as Corbin's just found a second pretty quickly.
Suitlad's going to have to make a move here. The problem is he's trying to battle 2 teammates here in the Z4, so they'll be helping each other and slip down the back straight, so he'll really need to make a late move into the hairpin here. He's also got Berserk right behind him trying to tag onto the back here as well, so he should be able to get Gimpman. He has got Gimpman.
Yep, parks it on the apex. Berserk trying to take advantage, follows through side by side, and Gimpman backs out of it.
That's well done from Berserk to just do a bit of an opportunistic move there. Actually napping on the exit.
Yeah, good to see Berserk. Good job. Just try and tack onto the back of Suitlad here and see if you can let the soft runner kind of lead the way for you.
Yeah,
2 MRs working together, maybe. Although Gimpman sends it on the egg on the right hander of the hairpin.
Yeah.
And then that's opening up for Troy to get the run on both of them, so...
Oh no, hang on.
Not sure sticking the nose in. Yeah, it was,
okay.
It's hard to see without being on
for a second I thought
yeah.
we're gonna see a 3 wide moment into turn 1.
Yeah, it has happened.
Yeah, least favourite 365 I've ever seen one.
Yeah, definitely. I might just snake back up the front. We've got Jonesy with the fastest lap, and he's out to a 1.5 second lead at the moment, just running his own race. And Squid running his own race as well, just on the soft tyre, you know, just doing some consistent laps. That's all you got to do for this first half.
What sort of gap do you want if you're on the softs? So when you come into pit, probably in the lap 7 or lap 8, how much of a gap do you want back to the next medium runner?
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know. At least, I was gonna say it. I think the softs are about a second a lap quicker, so let's say about 7 seconds, or close to it. But if you can get that.
He's right on the cusp there, back to Brutal. I would measure it to Corbin, but we know his tyres may fall off a lot more, so the last couple laps of the stint may really blow out that gap. So back to Brutal, it's currently 6.5 in 4th spot behind Jones. Behind Jonesy in 1st.
Oh, and Troy already making up lost ground, up to 5th.
Yeah.
He's
No,
caning
he-
it on those mediums, to be honest.
He
51.1
is.
on his last lap. Almost a second quicker than Brutal on lap 3 there, so we'll see where he's at now.
And we see, yeah, it was. We can easily see that.
50.3, sorry, on mediums. Nice job, Troy.
That is quick. Corbin's true talent is shining through with his front right, not looking too happy on lap 5. So it'll be interesting to see what he does. Oh, Squid's made a mistake and he's lost a good 2 seconds there. That has not been ideal for him.
This is going to be hurting Corbin quite a lot, though, because I mean you can see his pace is there. It's just getting a little bit unfortunate with tyre choices and with tyre requirements for the race, and also just the distance and the tyre rate of the game. So I mean he's got the talent, he's got the pace. Yeah, as soon as the tyre life can match, then you know he'll be a big threat in these slightly longer than a sprint race format sessions.
Yeah, definitely. Got a couple of little battles brewing. We've got Expat and Madrisky. They're just doing their thing. Madrisky runs a little bit wide there. But yeah, nothing much really to report.
Suitlad's not having a fun run there, so Berserk got the slip down the back straight and got the move done at the hairpin, so Berserk on medium, Suitlad on softs, so yeah, Suitlad's finding himself about mid-pack, but still on softs and about 9.5 back of Jonesy, so when he comes into the pits and switches over, he might be a little bit on the back foot here, with everyone else around him still to do their softs.
Yeah, possibly. And it's also a fuel race, this one, so everyone want to be saving a little bit to
She'll be right. She'll be right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be alright.
So you see, I believe Gimpman has the most fuel in the pack, so he's doing the best at the minute.
The Z4s are really, really good fuel saver, as we saw in round 1 at Deep Forest.
Yeah, definitely. They save a lot and remain quite fast.
Just notice the L plate on Gitman's car.
Yeah, he's only learning, Gimp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonder how many hours he's got. Oh, spokes in the wall. Just
No.
seen it. Just on the just at the end of the first sector. I don't know how he's managed that. If only we could replay it. But
yeah, if we have replay functions, that would be great.
yeah, wouldn't that be brilliant? But no, he's just hit the wall there. I'm gonna say maybe tap the inside and that spat him out. But yeah, I'm not sure with that one. But yeah, that's gonna be hard to come back from.
Corbin's really pouncing on Squidly. He's
Oh,
under second.
Suitlad's just lost it, and Gimp ran into him, and MCDC went through the middle.
So that finds himself back in 10th spot. He'll be coming into pits. He's coming in now. He'll be trying 12 on mediums, which might be a bit of a stretch. We'll see how he goes.
It is.
And
It
yeah,
is quite a
Broken
stretch.
Spoke's running into the wall as well. Back up the hill here. So I wonder if Spoke's okay. He just seems to be running against the wall here on quite a few different corners here.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
Hardware issues, perhaps.
Maybe.
It's still going.
I think he's getting frustrated with kind of how this race has unfolded. He had a bit of a thing on lap 1. Lap 3 wasn't kind to him, so yeah, I think it's the hardest to do laps really to the end.
Just hang in there,
Yeah.
bro.
Gonna jump back up the front. Jonesy's tyres, these especially on the right side, they're almost done. They are almost worn out. So I think he's definitely going to come in this lap, but if he can make it is the question, and without losing too much time.
So it's actually quite interesting. Corbin's on the first of the medium runners. He's sitting in third. He's within a second of Squiddy on softs. If Corbin can find a way, I'm gone. I'm paused as well.
Me too.
Does that mean Jones is?
Yeah. Oh, is the screen frozen for you guys too?
Yes.
Yeah. Host has ended the game. Jones has had a DC by the look of it.
Oh no.
Bugger.
And without manual grids, I think we need to restart race 2 and redo quali.
Oh, bugger.
Now, do we do the full 18 laps, or
We have to.
7?
Yeah, we have to.
We can't do manual grid and start again, and
it's part
it doesn't.
Of the format.
It needs to be reset.
Bugger.
Or do we do the remaining laps?
No, you can't because you've got soft and medium
we can't.
requirements and all that sort of stuff. I'm not sure that's really fair to the guys that are up the front,
right?
Or the first of the medium runners and stuff. I'm not sure.
Flashbacks to one of the Div 1 races back in season 10, I think. We had one of these.
Yeah, we only had maybe 2 laps remaining, I think, in that one though. So I think we ended up just calling it. But I think we had half the race to go. I think that's too soon to call an outcome.
Yeah, well.
So that was race 2 practice. So what did we learn?
Well, we this would be good for Troy actually because he had a bit of a shocker at the start. But Jonesy's got the lobby back up, I think.
News from Dragon, the same thing happened before.
Right.
And I don't have anything to show during the intermission.
Looks like D-League is got a lobby open, so they might... Also, D-League, I thought they'd be racing a little bit later. Interesting.
Okay, and the new lobby is up.
Right, I'll just have to close the application and restart it. I'll just had a moment. Yeah, so what do we think about this race? Who's going to win? Because after the second race practice,
well, I think I really think it's Jonesy and Troy who will be up the front if they can keep it clean and keep off the walls and those sorts of things. I really think they're showing they've got the pace of the field at this track tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I reckon. Corbin. I reckon if he can hold 11 laps, so he'd be in with a shout because he's got the pace. Just that tyre wear seems to be his issue.
And while we're waiting, let's just take another look at the calendar. So we've done the Forest and the Daytona round previously. We're currently at Trial Mountain. Jeez, felt like we've been doing this forever, but we're only at round 3. Next week we'll be doing the Porsche GT3 Cup around Monza. Now, given the slipstream ability of the Porsche, that should make some interesting races. What do you guys think?
Yeah, definitely. The Porsche has a lot of downforce, actually. So, so with that slipstream, it's definitely going to... It's going to be strong because of all that downforce. And when you've got a bit of a slipstream, you can find at least 10 k's an hour down the straight. So, be huge advantage. I reckon qualifying will be like, I think it was the Formula Ones in maybe 2018 or 17, where no one wanted to go first, and it was a matter of who wanted to break the wind at the start.
Yeah, qualifying.
Oh mate, look, I'm happy to go first because I'm not going to drag anyone along. I'll be going too slow.
Yeah, and also keep an eye on round number 5 because is this the first time we're going to do a mid-season Super Enduro?
Yes, it is. Normally Super Enduro is reserved for the final round, but we're throwing 2 of them out there this season.
Mm-hmm.
to coincide with, I think, the Brazil Grand Prix, F1 Grand Prix from memory.
Yeah, and we're gonna allow our drivers, everyone, to run F1 liveries. So keep an eye on that, as we're gonna see a lot of creativity from the Wheel2Wheel community.
Yeah, I might take the lazy approach and just go to like a 1950s livery.
What, one colour with a number?
Correct. And I think back in those early days, it might have been the 50s or even Grand Prix racing before it was F1, where I've got this vague memory that the colours were representative of their country. So, like, most of the time, the British drivers drove in green, Italian drivers in red. I could be wrong on that. Someone correct me or shout out in chat if I'm just talking crap or if there's something to what I'm talking about here. But yeah, I've got some memory that it was either the country of the car or the country of the driver. Like, that was kind of like the colour that they drove in at the time.
Yeah, I can remember a driver called Jack Brabham. He would race a Brabham and his own car actually, and it was green and gold because he was Australian. So I think you might be on
Repco in
something
the early
there.
days, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Repco
Brabham. Yep, that was it. Can you
I'm
guys see
struggling
the
to get
lobby?
back. I can see it, but I can't get in.
Yeah, some news. Squid's gonna open the lobby. Yeah, I
Alrighty.
can't get in Jonesy's lobby. Also,
Yeah.
let's having another look at the calendar. Red Bull Ring. Any bets that's gonna be a wet race?
I think it definitely will be. Depends on how wet. Really.
I think we're getting a little moist just thinking about it.
No.
Oh, you mean the track? Yes. No, there's a strong chance of the track being wet as well.
Yeah.
Whoever the weather god is, I'm pretty confident they'll be like, "Yep, finally, let's do it."
Yeah,
As we've been doing for like the past few seasons.
And Squid has opened up the new lobby, so we will join Squid's dictatorship.
Yeah, so Scooter's gone wasn't the manufacturer, so yeah, that's right, Scooter. Yeah, I knew it was something. It was either driver or manufacturer, but manufacturer makes more sense. Yeah, so that was interesting. The liveries back in the day, so I might go the lazy route and just choose one of those ones.
Jumping around the menus. Yep. Pit lane closed. So I guess we have no choice but to do the quali and race procedures again.
Yeah. So we'll do one lap quali on the soft tyres, and then we will restart the 18 lap race.
Yep. And will this delay the time slots, Scooter? Well, depends on how everything goes for this second attempt. But yeah, there might be some delays for the 7:30 stream. So apologies, ladies and gentlemen.
It's okay, I'll get over it.
That's fine. It gives you time to get a quick drink, stock up for the second time slot. And we've got a random person joining us here, Senator Phoenix. Not sure.
Oh my gosh, Squid's forgot to put it on private.
Wow. Squid just showing off his one brain cell there.
Unless Phoenix is left, unless Senator Phoenix might have been a friend of his.
I'm pretty sure Squid forgot to put it on. Yep, he forgot to put it on.
Brutal can't
private.
get in.
Yeah.
Brutal can't get in. I don't know if they are friends in this game.
Brutal 1982 can't get in. Well, this is just amazing Gran Turismo stuff, isn't it, gentlemen?
Oh yeah, expect nothing less.
Wheel2Wheel should use nation's color, then Scooter would know to be lean into black cars and force all green and gold cars off the road.
So Squiddy's gone that he copied Jonesy's lobby settings, so just passing the blame on to
it's
Jonesy,
settings.
really.
I don't think that also
Yeah, but
applies to the lobby privacy.
He copied Jonesy's settings, though. That's how he got them.
Yeah, but it might be just race settings, not doesn't necessarily copy
maybe.
privacy settings. I don't know.
Apparently, Senna Phoenix also. I mean, Dragon's forgotten how to spell, but yep, joined Div 4 as well.
Expat can't join as well, apparently. He's just getting a joining room, blah blah blah. Div 2 is waiting for a Corona Cup. Come on, ZD, get on with it.
Get on board, ZD. We've got to see you out there.
Come on, we miss you, buddy. Yeah.
Oh, Squiddy's just checking if Brutal is a friend.
Well, unfortunately, I have nothing to show during the intermission. Let's just go back to talking about the calendar, I guess. Group 3 menu at Brands Hatch. I know that one of our Div 1 drivers is very excited for that round.
Yeah, it's not me. No, look, it's definitely a fun track. It was a favourite back in Tonka Touring cars, but it will favour the MR cars a little bit, I think, for that round. Apex, I think he's hoping to repeat, I think, the GR4 Enduro there, where I think he won by about 40 odd seconds.
Yeah, Toyota, we were running the Toyota 86s.
That was before that. There was a mixed group
Porsche
4 race in Season 6. Season 6 is in the Porsche. And I think, no one had an answer for the Porsche. It was ahead by about 40 odd seconds by the end of the race. No one could keep up. It was insane. It just, But Toyota 6s, he kind of had everyone's measure there in those ones too. And we didn't do the Ferraris. Yeah, it was the Toyota 86s. That was a good race
Toyota
too.
86s, yeah. CD, throwing us with the question, what is your favorite track commentators? Start with you, Dale.
Something that requires a lot of skill, a lot of technical ability, something like Special Stage Route X. I think it's pretty. I do enjoy when we go to Spa for enduros. I do enjoy that track. The bus stop chicane can be a little bit difficult towards the end, especially on iffy tyres, but Spa has always been a lot of fun. When it's Group 4, it's always close, action-packed racing, whether it's a one-make or mixed. And I think that's quite on par with St. Croix, any of those layouts. I do enjoy those two tracks the most, I think, in this game.
Yeah, definitely. How about you, Goat? I know you like Trial Mountain.
I don't mind Trial Mountain. Honestly, haven't been listening to the conversation. But I'm going to open up another lobby for the Div 2 drivers. So if everyone can follow me, that would be good.
All right. Do you have the lobby up, Gut?
Yep.
So while we're doing that, I think we've got a good battle going on. We're two rounds in. We've got Flossie leading Div 2. He's clear of Corbin by 49 points, with a further 21 back to Squiddy in third. You've got Oil in fourth, so we've got two of the top four have got replacement drivers today, with substitute drivers, which is allowed, so that's going to be interesting. Suit Lads in fifth, Dodgy is in sixth, MCDC seventh, Jonesy, Brutal, Brewing spoke really close there. Madrisky in 11th, Darth Berserk, and then Tate. So I haven't seen Tate tonight either. So, I mean, you are allowed 2 drop rounds through the season, so as long as he makes it back for the rest of the season, that shouldn't hamper him too much. But it's a very, very close battle here. Flossie's got a bit of a lead, but, it's very, very close. 4th, 5th, 6th, they're very, very close. It's anyone's championship at the moment. Anyone can get on that podium.
Unfortunately, I can't share that because I don't have the leaderboards prepared. Wasn't expecting this to happen, but anyway.
Yeah, no worries, Chris. We'll let you off the hook with that one, but we are just waiting for everyone to rejoin the lobby to try and get this second race underway. It will be a 1-lap quali on the soft tyres and then an 18-lap race.
Yep. To do
So
all
just
the
wait.
procedures.
Right, so now the guys are warmed up, you know, some have done, you know, some laps on soft. Do you reckon we'll see quicker times or similar times?
One lap
Depends.
special, I think it's a little bit different. I think by now everyone's kind of done 1.5 nights of, we've already done 75% of it, so a bit of tiredness might start scraping a little bit, but one lap dash, bit of pop luck, I think.
Yeah, I believe so. Could be the case.
So what is the worst Group 3 car in GT7? Don't know, actually. I mean, see, I could tell that I was very disappointed with the Suzuki VGT. So hyped for that car when it first released, and nope, it's just a massive disappointment.
So quick in a straight line, but the handling and overall lap pace just isn't there in the Suzuki. Trying to think of least favorite. There's still quite a few that I haven't driven. I didn't really gel well with the Beamers. I thought the Jag was pretty ordinary on hards, very understeery.
The N6 is alright. Oh, and then we have the new Group 3 car added recently, the 2018 Nissan GTR.
Yes, yeah, we do. I haven't driven that actually. I wonder how that goes, but yeah, I'm not sure. I believe I've seen it a couple of quick times.
ZD wants the Lexus to be the worst GT Group 3 car, and
the Lexus actually
Dragon's
not that
called out the
bad.
RS01. Dragon's calling out the RS01. So.
RS01, yeah, it definitely decreased in pace. I remember in GT Sport, it was like the best car to do qualifying.
Yep. It was lightning at that.
Yeah, but that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was mediocre at everything else, so...
Yeah, what else? And there's that weird Volkswagen VGT.
So that was aptly named. Was it the Barbie car or the hairdresser car? I think in GT Sport.
Yeah,
it's
I
the
think
drop
so.
top, isn't it?
It still
where your head
confuses
sits higher than the windshield.
It still confuses me, that car. Like, it's shaped like a Golf. There's plenty of space for like the front end, like the bonnet, but it's classified as mid-engine. Huh.
Yeah, I don't have any answers on that one. So we're still waiting on, I think, a couple of people to join.
I think that is everyone, but we will just wait for everyone to tick in.
Yeah, we're just waiting on.
We just need Jonesy, Darth, and Suitlat to tick in.
So during this period, shout out to ZD, coming clutch, starting conversations.
Yeah, without you, ZD, there would be an awkward silence.
Dragon's favourite car is the Ferrari. So ZD wants to know why everyone joined the league.
I don't know, honestly. That yeah. It's a good league. Would definitely recommend it to. We're gonna start qualifying. We're gonna open pit lane.
You can get out, Squid. That car is a massive disappointment.
I think one of the selling points for the league when I joined was just the community on Discord and in the practice lobbies all through the week.
Oh, definitely.
It was just a good environment to just chill out, learn a lot of things about racing. I mean, you see a lot of people join who think they're quick. Granted, I thought I was pretty quick when I joined, and then I get on track and I'm like, oh, I'm going to find 3 seconds here. Not going to happen. But there's a lot of people willing to offer pointers, tips. It's a really good environment.
Yeah. And just on display is Corbin's interesting tactics on tire warm-ups during drifts.
I don't think that's his warm-ups. That's just how he takes that corner.
That's the plan, isn't it?
Yeah. I think so. So You see, Gimpman's just left the room, which is, he might come back. I hope he comes back.
He can
But,
come back and get the lap in quickly before everyone completed their
Yeah, we
hot lap.
will wait for him.
Scooter wants a Suzuki VGT 1 make for season 13. Well, if you're pushing a Suzuki Scooter, let's just do the Suzuki Swifts.
I will happily do the Alpha 155 one make. I'm pretty confident that did win the vote a couple of seasons ago. Just not everybody owned the car.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That unfortunate legendary garage.
Yeah, the
problem.
availability just of the Alpha 155 makes it pretty difficult to organize a one make with that car.
So if you don't own it, next time it pops up, please buy it.
Maybe make it as a prerequisite for before joining. Make sure you have the Alpha 155.
Yeah, we'll put that as a question mark. Artist. Put a question as you join.
But everyone's welcome. There's a link in the description box to our Facebook page, so you can have a look there. And if you like what you see, there's also the Discord link, so you can click that and you'll automatically join our Wheel2Wheel server. And you'll be welcome with various amount of GIFs depending on your PSN. And the rest is there. Have fun racing.
Yeah. So I'm going to jump on board with Corbin. He is the first one to do a lap, and we've just caught him on this back straight here. He's amazingly worn his front tyres only on his second lap. I don't know how he's done that. He's just a talented man on tyre wear.
Shane Vett, SVG drifting demonstration, I think.
Yeah, SVG, yeah, but understeer. I don't know how he's done that.
Skids Van
Gisbergen. But he is keeping it tidy for this second half of the lap. I will give that to him.
Hold your horses, guys. Div 4 has crashed again, so let's hope we can get through this.
Ah, right.
Is it the same host or a different one?
Don't know.
Might have to get someone else to host that one.
Well, let's just hope your lobby holds up, girl.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty stable throughout practice week.
Yeah, I believe so. And
have you got your blue tack ready?
Yeah. Keep it all together.
49.3 from Corbin. That's pretty damn quick. Although Troy's just beaten by 3 tenths.
48.9.
Nice.
That's much faster than what he did in the previous lobby.
Yeah, definitely.
Will Troy stay on softs this time? He did go to mediums last time, and that didn't quite work out for him. He did recover quite good. Yep, Troy exiting to pits before everyone's finished.
And we are missing Gimp and Spoke, so I don't know if they're going to come back.
So I'm wondering if that was what we were seeing with Spoke. I wonder if that was the start of the lobby issues.
Maybe.
I'm not saying it's his fault, I just wonder if that was part of the lobby issues more so than his car actually driving against the wall for part of it. So Spoke's come back.
Well, qualifying
is this quali?
Needs to start from the back.
So yeah, don't start the race till Gimps.
Yeah, because to be frank, we're running short on time.
He may need to start from the back. I'll send him a message.
Out of 10, would you say, to GT7 code?
Oh yeah, recommend it to just Jonesy is still coming. Oh no, he's going backwards. There is a few issues with Gran Turismo, but I do hope they solve them.
Hitman's back as well.
Back, so yes.
Oh, you love to see it.
I don't know where they're at the moment, but I wonder if is there any flood, rain issues anywhere? Maybe they had some extra issues with that.
maybe at to.
Well, I can confirm it's raining in Melbourne right now, but this is in the vicinity of the CBD. I don't know what's going on in the suburbs. But yeah, weather might be a factor too. We have been experiencing some funky weather as of late.
And I'm pretty sure that, you know, the NBN in Australia is, I'm sure it's world class. Unless we have more than 10 people trying to use it at once.
And before we get too political, let's hope that we can get this race going.
Can Gimp do a lap?
Very quickly.
I'm not sure we've got the time.
We don't have enough time. It's already.
I've already let him know he's already full with it, so.
Okay. And
It's just unfortunate.
Has Spoke made it in? I haven't seen him enter.
He's entered the room. Yeah, he entered before
he's
Gimp
he's
ended.
in.
Okay.
I think that's
Everyone's in.
ticked in.
Yeah.
Everyone's in. So you can kick it off. Go.
Alrighty. Okay.
Maybe just
we'll
check
do.
their tyres to make sure that they're at least probably on what you'd expect them to start on, being at the back. Spoke and Gimp Man both on mediums, so yeah, they're good to go.
Meanwhile, Corbin and Squidge is playing bumper cars, providing entertainment.
This time it's only Jonesy on softs, so I'm expecting him to have a slow start because the Toyota isn't the best at launching, but once he hits the front, he's going to walk away for those opening 5, 6, 7 laps.
All right, take number 2. Let's hope this race holds this time.
Alright. We might jump on board with Corbin again for this one. Wonder if he causes another crash at turn 2 again. So it's 5 laps, and they are off with Corbin getting a pretty good start.
Oh, Medjusi's got an
Jonesy.
even better start. He's going to split the middle.
Oh wow!
Medjusi's going to move up into second. Corbin's wide though. He's touched the grass and bit of side-to-side contact with Jonesy. But they navigate it quite well. Brutal's given him a bit of a hurry up there, which has given Corbin the run on the Jonesy into the tunnel, which Jonesy does not need this being on softs at the moment, so
Yeah.
that'll settle down. Once they hit the back straight, Jonesy will just fly right on.
Yeah, and keep in mind, Jonesy is the only one on soft, so everyone else is a bit of a hindrance for this for these first couple of laps. They're only gonna hurt him at the start of this race. So yeah, he's gonna want to navigate Drisky and Troy and get out to some fresh air.
Gimp's already moved up into 10th ahead of Expat, and we've got Broken Spoke trying to make a run on Expat down the back straight, so you can see them looking at making a few spots already.
Yeah, we all seem a bit to be line astern here. Nothing out of the ordinary has happened. So, yeah, nothing really to report at the minute.
It's like, I think everyone's just going to now slot into a bit of a rhythm. You'll probably see a few people try to fuel save a little bit, which isn't a bad option. You just need to know your numbers to get fuel home, because if you're not saving fuel in the last stint, you really need to be very precise with how much you need.
Jonesy up the inside of Madriski, making moves quickly.
Yeah, to catch Troy.
Yeah, Troy has found 1.5 seconds on this first lap, which is, yeah, that's pretty good. That's a fast opener. And yeah, he's just going to run his own race for this first stint.
Corbin's getting very loose through turn 3 or 4 there as well. Bit of aero wash. He's got to be careful though. He's got Brutal right behind him, ready to pounce. MCDC right there too, so kind of get held a little bit wide. You could find yourself at the back of this train.
Yeah, definitely. It is. It's very easy seeing as everyone is so close at the start of this race. As you see, Brutal's just gone all out of shape there. Goes a bit defensive. Squid is. Oh no, MCDC has found the inside line, and Squid's going to follow him.
Yeah, Squid, give him a bit of a bump here if there's time, which is not all it was, but
So Brutal's just getting hung out to dry by the.
he's actually held it around the outside.
He's,
Yeah.
oh, wow.
I think Squid gave MCDC a little bit of a bump draft, but then that was kind of where MCDC was trying to break, so I think all the momentum just got lost.
MCDC might have lifted very early for a moment. I didn't hear any
something
engine
weird
noise
happened
from
there.
Yeah, I thought we lost him, like he disconnected.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting Brutal to keep that around the outside. That was, that was brilliant driving from Brutal there. So
Let's try again on lap 3.
Yeah. And back up the front, we've got Troy half a second in front of Jonesy, which is really helping Troy's campaign here. As much, as annoying as it is for Jonesy, it is doing wonders for Troy because he just needs to hold him up as much as possible.
Jonesy was quicker by almost a full second that lap though, so I really don't expect this lead to last, and it's really up to Troy now of how hard do you fight this?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, coming down the back straight, he may not have much of a choice, but how hard do you make it? I mean, it's all out. He's got every right to defend. They're on different tyres, but you know what? We're here for fun, so we'll see what he does. Elbows out, or just plays the long game.
It would be smarter to let him pass, which is what he has done actually. So that's
look at the straight line speed of the Supra.
He just can't.
You mentioned this
compete with that.
many times, but it's just unfathomable.
Yeah, Jonesy just flicks on the NOS and just drives past him there, but not much sure I can do, to be honest.
Everyone's waiting for that Supra BOP update, but I've just got this kind of weird feeling that any BOP updates, they'll probably give it a little bit more power, or fix its launch.
Yeah.
Make it a little bit more complete.
A machine. As we see the two L plans on, they seem to be best of the rest at the minute in third and fourth, but they're not doing too bad in their little formation there.
I think playing a good team game here, it's very, very good that they managed to qualify right with each other, so Ujiski can play regun for Corbin while Corbin's tyres go off a little bit quicker, but just that little bit extra protection potentially can bump them down the back straight if they're close enough, and it'll make it hard for anyone to get past them down there. That and the 3.5 second gap back to Brutal will also make it a bit difficult.
Behind the L-Plank duo, it's a massive crowd in midfield.
Something's happened. I feel like Gipman was with Brutal earlier, or am I imagining things? Does Gipman fall into the back of this pack? No, I'm imagining things. Sorry, guys.
No, they didn't get to qualify. So both
that's right.
and Spoke were starting at the back.
That's right. They're on the charge here, so they're doing really good here.
Yeah, they've not done very badly here at all. As Gimp's found a bit of a toe off suit. Might be able to put a move on here.
Oh, he tries to, but he gets a bit of a bump.
He got a bump draft from Spoke, and that just put him into the back of suit load, which is just, it's not timed that well. But that's alright, just save a little bit more fuel in this sector and hope to get him into turn 1.
Yeah, the Alpha's pretty solid in that first sector, so if you're behind him, A, you got the aero wash, and B, the Alpha really should pull away maybe a couple tenths. But he's now looped
Gibbs.
it.
Gibbs lost it. He's lost it.
And
Both
Spoke's
Gimp
also
and
lost
Spoke.
it with the contact.
This
Bit
is
unfortunate for TDR Racing there.
No.
Great news for Suit Lad, unfortunate for TDR.
Yeah. It's because Head Honcho is away on holiday. So, yeah. But
Dodgy needs to get back and jump on team chat to keep him in line.
yeah, I reckon.
It was a bit unfortunate. I think, I think he just broke a little bit too deep, got a little sideways, and Spoke had nowhere to go, and the game just kind of, the physics just that little bit of contact turned Spoke around as well. So very unfortunate circumstances for him.
Yeah.
Well,
But
one
we do
TDR
still
driver
have-
is still driving strong. Brutal 1982
Yeah.
fifth.
Yeah. Squid seems to be being a bit nice to him and giving him a bump draft, which is nice to see. Yeah, but the closest battle pack he's got is 5th to 7th, really, and the rest seems to be a bit spread out.
Not Berserk's just lurking behind these two.
Yeah, he is. That Porsche really needs a couple extra horses down the back straight there, so you can stick with the Jag in the slip, but when it's a double slip, it's just that little bit harder to keep the toe.
Yeah, it definitely is. As he does get a good run out of that last corner on Squid, actually.
Yeah, that looked beautiful. I might need to steal that for later on.
Yeah, and Darth's looking at the door that's slowly closing on that outside.
He's looking for a way through, except that Porsche just does not want to comply with the straight line speed.
Yeah.
But here's where it's really strong. So if you can get the run, you can actually get a move up the inside into the tunnel. If you can be lucky enough to time it right to the guy in front. Very hard to do with the aero wash, but it is possible.
Yeah. Got to commend the L-Plan boys as well. They are just hanging around and keeping pace with Troy. And actually, Jonesy hasn't got that far in front either. He's only 1.7 down the road. I sort of would have expected a bit more.
Yeah, that 4 and 5, he's dropped into the mid and low 50s there, so I don't know if just a couple of mistakes are creeping in or if it's just... I mean, it's that time of night. They've essentially run this race already. Like, the night's been going on for so long already.
He's only 7:05.
His miracle stint was in the last race.
Dark Berserk's just took 6th place from Squid. Just an update.
Nice work, Berserk. But Jonesy's tyres are looking very ordinary. I think he'll be coming in at the end of lap 7 based on that. And Troy, I think he is in prime position now to take advantage that the gap just hasn't been built.
Yeah, because Jonesy's running soft tyres, but the car's fuel tank is full, so it's heavy. So Jonesy cannot utilize the full advantage of the softs.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's got another lap. Actually, this is he's definitely cutting it fine.
I think it's necessity. I'm really not sure that you get 12 out of the mediums though, so it's a little bit of do the pain now or later. I know Corbin's on mediums, but his tyres look a lot better than Jonesy's softs, but it is the difference in compound. Between him and Madrisky, there is probably a 15-20% difference.
I just saw Dark Berserk did an ambitious dive on Brutal 1982 at the first
Who's got a half-second penalty as well.
Yeah. Don't know if
so
that's
Squiddy will take advantage. Oh,
don't know if that's a legit pass or a push to pass from Dark Berserk. It was caught live on stream.
Yeah.
I think, I just saw it pop up. It looks like that the door just opened ever so slightly, and so it was more, you got to take the space, otherwise you're going to run into the back of him. Sometimes those sort of things open up on track. It'll be very interesting if we get to see a replay during the week.
Yeah, so Jonesy has got no working tyres on the right-hand side, and he's lost a second to Troy.
He's almost got no tyre on the front left as well.
Replay functions.
Yeah. So I reckon, maybe even Mid and Corbin might get him as well, because that was not a very good stint, sad to say. But yeah, it's one to forget for Jonesy.
Yeah, I think he's been hurt by the restart. I don't know what it is. It might be just a case of tiredness, but also in the kind of first run through, they had a much bigger gap to everyone behind. So yeah, that info may not have been as obvious that gap is really, really difficult to build around this track on softs full tank.
Yeah, so I reckon Troy's in the box seat here if he can keep it together. He's got the, I'd say he's got the best tyres of the top three, and best fuel as well. So yeah, I reckon it's his race to lose, really.
Okay, so Mid, although he's been behind Corbin most of the time, he actually has less fuel than Corbin, so Corbin's been able to save a little bit extra, even though he's kind of leading that train there. And Darth Berserk behind, he's been trying to push, but he's been into it for a lot of the time. He's got about 50% left, so that's a little bit extra than Mid as well. But he's built the gap 2.2 over Squiddy now, so that Porsche just getting a little bit stronger and stronger the further this medium stint goes. His tyres are looking quite good, especially in comparison to the Mercedes ahead of him.
Yeah, so we've just got people working together at the minute, which is probably good for track position. We've got obviously the 2L plans in second and third. And we've got really, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. Me just proving myself wrong there, but
does anyone know how long a pit stop is?
No, I don't actually.
No.
That's a good question.
Because Jonesy finds himself about 24 seconds behind Troy. Suitlab just ahead had a bit of an issue in that final chicane, so he's dropped back a little bit extra. He's lost a couple spots there, unfortunately. But yeah, so Jonesy's about 23.8 behind Troy. I think there's probably about another 3 full laps, probably the lap 11 for Troy to come in. So it'd be interesting to kind of see where that gap closes down. If anyone out there in YouTube land knows what the pit stop loss is, I guess it's fuel dependent as well, but a bit of a ballpark figure. We'll see if Jonesy's already down to 23.1, so he's taken time out already.
Yeah, he's actually only 100th or 200ths off his quickest time on softs.
Yeah, so, in the sector one, so that's pretty damn good. I think it really shows the difference between kind of lighter fuel loads and what impact that has on the tyres.
Yeah. In saying that Troy was going to be in the box seat, Jonesy's also got the same medium stint, but he's got a lighter car. So he might be able to bring a fair bit of that time back.
22.7, 1.1 already, we're not at the end of the lap.
Yeah, just in these couple of laps on medium. So
he has come up across a wild give man though, so we'll see if he can get the job done quickly, or if this kind of hurts him a little bit.
Gimp might let him past here. No, I think he's better of it.
You've really got to get the job done early there, I think, otherwise you risk going side by side in the right-hander. It's just a lot of time to be lost trying that.
Yeah.
It's only cost him about a 10th back to Troy though, so nothing too major. He's backing out, he doesn't want the turn 1 move either. Another potential high risk move there if you're not quite far enough up.
Yeah, I think you and I discovered that earlier in the day, Dale. X-Pat's just gone. He's got no front right and front left as well. So he's in a bit of struggle street at the minute.
Yeah, it's what you're saying, turn 1, yeah, like if you're side by side going into turn 1, like if you really force the issue, yeah, you might get the spot done, but you can lose like a good second and a half to the people in front, so it's kind of, do you just hold behind and get the move done on the back straight if you've got the straight line speed, or do we have fun out there and say, who cares? Let's just have fun. We're here to race.
Yeah, or you gotta hope that the person on the outside backs off before the second corner, or it's just going to be a bit messy for the third one as well.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you
yeah.
have clean trousers on, you should be fine.
Yeah. But, you know, some people don't have that luxury.
South Park vibes.
Well, we'll talk
Yeah. That reference went over my head. I'm sorry, mate.
I can't remember from this the World of Warcraft episode where they're just on the computer all the time.
Josie just took Gitman for 9.
Yeah, as we see, Mid's just come in pits with 33%, which isn't a bad fuel save.
Corbin's going another lap.
Yeah.
Corbin's going to get 11 out of here because he can't get 8 out of softs. I think that's the deal here. So he's got no front right, almost no front left.
And he's already put the
commendable effort from him. He's commendable effort from Corbin though to really push on this. You know, he is at a tyre disadvantage. You know, but he's just head down, getting on with the job. So good to see.
Yeah, kind enough to put on the hazards too, saying like, "Look at, I am a moving hazard."
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
Mobile chicane at the moment, no fault of his own though. He's now got no front left, that is completely gone.
As we got Darth Berserk, he's going to nip up the inside on exit. Nothing Corbin can do about that, apart from having a bit of talent. But
I mean, good job by both of them because that could have easily ended in tears. It's easy to go a little bit wide on corner exit there, so that was well done.
yeah, no point Corbin making a move here because he's just not going to make the corner. Surprised how much grip it does have with no tyre life.
Although he has already lost, he lost 3 seconds on lap 10.
Yeah.
Maybe actually closer to 5 compared to his fastest lap, so he has lost a lot of time overall.
No braking power there through that corner.
See, he's done a great job holding on to this though, to be honest.
Yeah.
I would have died into the wall 5 times by now.
So easy to throw it away.
Yeah, he will get the jump though on Darth Berserk because of the fuel save. So that's why he's been saving the fuel to try and make up a little bit for the tyre wear loss. So really good job there. He's coming in with the most fuel, well, besides Troy, but that's the Mazda, so that's kind of expected.
Yeah. So Chris, we might jump on board with Jonesy and see where he comes out here.
And I am on board with him right now.
Yeah, I
Coming
think
on the final straight.
he should be out in front of everyone, but by how much is the question.
I see a car moving in pit lane. Is that Troy coming out?
Troy's
that is
coming
Troy
out.
coming out.
Oh,
He's got not enough speed.
He's gonna nip ahead,
Yeah.
but I think Troy's days are Jonesy's days are numbered.
Not even half a second. I know the tyres aren't warm yet, but I don't think Troy will care.
Troy's
gonna be
Plenty
fist
of time.
pumping the air at the minute. He's got to be wrapped with that. He's got 0.3 of a second to Jonesy in front and 6 laps to do it in.
This is where though you've got about 7 laps to go. This is the way though Supra works though. If he can just get the exit on this corner to the back straight, and also down the front straight, and he's really going to frustrate Troy a little bit if the slipstream doesn't work against the Toyota.
Yeah, if I was Jonesy, I would be defending here.
He's fully in the suck right now though, so yeah, I don't think Jonesy can't do anything about this, unfortunately. Job done.
Yeah. I guess he just doesn't want to lose any more positions, which could happen.
Well,
so
8.9 back to mid.
It's a bit of an ask.
I think mid was also doing 8 laps on softs though, so that's also a bit of a push. So there's last lap or 2 on softs will be a bit borderline, some grip length as well. Although Corbin's right with Majewski, he's only 9 tenths behind, so even though he lost all that time on the laps, he gained a little bit with the fuel, so good job there, Corbin.
So Jonesy just has to consolidate for second here and just try and keep nice, consistent laps, maybe in the 50s and a couple of 49s.
His last two have been a 50.9 think his quickest on the mediums was 50.7. Don't know how the Toddy reacts, but some of them do start to get a little bit more speed in the mid part of the stint. So good to see this really come alive from this perspective in the next lap or two.
Yeah, and I believe Troy has it's his race to lose. He just has to just do 6 laps really.
No penalties, that could really open it up.
Yeah, that could as well.
In the chat, we've got a few guys, Adam, Baker Boy, really commending the camera work there by Chris at the moment on visuals. Stream's looking very pretty out there by the sound of it.
I'm losing focus, but yeah, you guys keep me going. All right, let's finish this.
Just looking through the field to see what's happening at the moment. Squiddy's down in 8th, trying to chase down Brutal and MCDC. They've got a bit of a 6.5 second gap to get to Darth Berserk.
Unfortunately, that is a push to pass. Brutal redresses, so good on you, Brutal.
Yeah, that's cost them about half a second back to Darth Berserk now, who is losing time. He's about 1.8 back behind Corbin and Madriski, so if you can kind of stay in that window, 1.8 behind Corbin, he could be in the box seat to make a move in the final lap or two.
Yeah, and the main question is that can Jonesy hang on to 2nd place, because it is about 7 seconds back to Madriski, and I think once he falls back to mid, I reckon he's going to lose a whole heap of spots.
Oh, Corbin's doing
It's
this.
6 tenths on the last lap, so if it's 6 tenths every lap, that's about 3 second gain. But Corbin's now taking the lead and proceeded to go a little bit sideways through that corner. Takes off a little bit of tyre, but man, control of life, it is what it is. It's a difficult thing to do. So again, Madriski playing rear gunner here. If you can protect quite well against Darth Berserk behind, then great job, and we'll see if they switch spots at the line like last race.
Adam just giving you guys a good job. Dale and Goat, I mean, we've been going on for quite some time here, so good on you guys.
Yeah, thanks, Mum. Yeah,
Thanks, Adam. You're gonna have to do the heavy lifting today. I don't think I've got anything left for the race now.
Yeah.
But no, that's quite interesting. Darth Berserk, he may have an opportunity here, but just he's lost the slip to Corbin just on this lap at the moment. So if Darth Berserk can actually keep that pace and kind of really hound the back of mid, that may make the rear gunner status kind of fall away quite quickly. Although mid might actually just hold him up and go real defensive. I mean, there's another almost 10 seconds back to Brutal in 6th, so they've got time to play.
Yeah, plenty of space.
Yeah, definitely. If I was Darth Berserk here, I would be just hanging around, I think, maybe even past mid and catch up to Corbin, because I think
It's
third
already
is
trying
gonna
to break the toe.
Yeah, I think third's going to be all he can get here.
I think Darth's going to hold this together quite nicely, but if I was Darth Berserk, I think, given by what's happened so far this season, there's a strong chance I would get so excited about the prospect of a potential podium that I would find the mountainside about 3 times and finish in 10th. But I think Darth Berserk's going to hold this together and keep the pressure on and really make Madriski and Corbin work for this.
Yeah, that seems to be our closest battle on track. And
nice line from Darth. He's got the line. He's actually got the run.
Very good line.
About halfway down though, that Mercedes power may kick in. So you see Darth Berserk moving over, making it as tight as possible for mid against the fence there, but also giving him as wide an entry point into this corner. Yeah, to see the Mercedes pull away, but you can brake quite late in the Porsche. He goes for it.
He has. That
nice
is
move.
Nicely done from Darth there.
Nicely done from Madriski too for giving the space on the inside, and that was well done by both of them.
As Corbin has found himself a 2-second penalty.
Bugger. That's
gonna cost.
That's going to cost about 2 seconds there.
Yeah, at least.
Well, that's just that's Petritsky's efforts out of the window.
Unfortunately for Corbin, I mean, that's really going to put Darth Berserk in that box seat to take third spot from him.
Yeah.
They're about 2 seconds apart, and then the momentum shift too. So
Yeah.
Corbin's burning it. Yep, he moves out of the way. Nice job. See what Madriski does. Madriski may go for the bump here to get Corbin back up to speed, and that's exactly what he's
That is a
done.
big bump.
Nice. Good teamwork. I do like seeing that teamwork out there.
I read the other day a front bumper bar for one of those AMG GT3s is about 10 grand.
10 grand.
So yeah, so that like couple of tenths that he's just saved Corbin there probably cost about 10 grand there. And
both
a
of
back
them.
bumper as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a $20,000 bump that.
So
Yeah,
is
I mean, it's Corbin's the team owner. He's paying for it, so you know.
Yeah, Mr.
He can afford it.
Moneybags.
Yeah. It's all part of the plan.
He just has to ask his dad, but you know, he can pay for it.
So it's either that or like a couple of used race Master MX-5s, depending on the model, year, condition.
Yeah.
Mid's also dropped over a second behind. He's fallen out of the slip here as well.
Yeah.
So that slip is real. Corbin had the slip from Darth Berserk, which really helped him along that back straight. Mid's fallen off, just that little bit extra cause of it.
So he did sacrifice any chances of, not any chances. That still could happen, but
Still on.
yeah, it is still on. But he's definitely.
And it's not on after that.
It's not on. Yeah, of course. I wouldn't leave any faith with Corbin, just because he is Corbin. And yeah, and you can always count on Corbin doing a Corbin thing. So.
To be fair though, he's still hunkering in. He's actually got a better run out of the chicane. He's not giving up here. He's got less fuel, he's got less tyres, but he is going to make the most out of it. He's got 2 laps. I mean, he lost the spot because of the penalty. All it takes is another unfortunate mishap ahead of him. So,
Mercedes.
I mean,
Yeah, and that's another part, crazy part about this track is turn 2. If you floor it over turn 2, you actually get air. So you have to lift just as you're going or coming up to that hill or that crest, so you don't get airborne basically.
no, isn't it a case of the less time your tyres on the ground, the better your tyre wear?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
As long as you can nail the landing and avoid the skid.
I mean,
Yeah, you just
like
gotta
everyone
land
give,
on the track.
That's
yeah,
it.
also like give the chance for the tires to cool down.
Yeah, as well, you know, just air the tyres out a bit.
I think Mid's in a similar spot to Corbin at the moment. His tyres aren't looking that much better. It's because of the extra lap he's had to do, that undercut that he was doing. So they may find themselves in a world of bother on this final lap that's coming up. They do have a 7-8 second gap back to Brutal, so that should be enough to hold on there.
Yeah.
And again, on that tyre wear, he's only a second behind Darth Berserk though, so he's not really lost the time yet, but he's about 800 metres from losing the right front totally.
Speaking of Brutal,
Darth
there's a bit
Berserk's
of a
tyres are just brilliant.
teammate scrap
Ace.
between the Scuderia drivers.
Oh yeah, we have Squid and MCDC.
Is he
They
going to
were
let the
side by
league
side
boss?
in the corners.
Is he going to let the league
maybe.
boss to make the move?
Yeah, otherwise he may get kicked from the league. We have heard rumours of this. When Squiddy might be in a bad mood, he just might kick his enemies. You never know. But
He'll let you back in
Beware of
2
the boss
minutes,
man.
just for a bit of fun.
yeah, might get kicked for that. But yeah, it could happen.
Sorry, you can't race in about half an hour. Too bad.
Yeah, I got banned. We've got
Okay, now
X-Cat.
there. The tyres are now pulling in. Yeah, Darth Berserk's built the gap 1.72 seconds. I think that spot's pretty safe now.
Yeah, he's it'd be hard for Corbin to come back from that. That is catastrophic tyre wear on the front. The same with mid all the way around, actually. He's got nothing.
The extra lap, really big ask to get 8 laps on the softs. It's a very difficult thing to pull, even on the light fuel.
Yeah.
And yeah, his rear left's just rear right. Sorry, has just gone on Majitz's car.
Few corners to go. Let's jump on board with the leader, Troy. I guess the restart has benefited him.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of an unfortunate start in the first attempt at this, and yeah, he's just stuck it up and moved on, forgot all about it, and really just shown the pace of the Mazda, and you know, he's got the speed and stuff to be in Div 2, so it looks like that's where he's aiming to get back to Div 2 next season.
Amazing job.
Definitely.
Amazing job from Troy.
So we've got Jonesy coming across the line in second, bit of bad luck there. Darth Berserk coming across the line in third, brilliant race from him. Corbin nursing at home, followed by Madriski. Brutal comes across the line in sixth place, not a bad drive for
MCDC finished ahead of Squid, so expect him to be kicked out tomorrow.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Get ran in ninth. Brogan Specs about to cross the line in 10th. And it looks like Suit Lad has got the better of Expat on that final lap. And Expat's rounding out 12th.
Well, there you have it, folks. Just going to run through the top 3 again. We've got amazing drive from Troy HQ. He absolutely nailed that one. And then in second place we've got Jonesy, who he did pretty well, honestly, coming back from the Gold Coast, and and jumping on in time just to do the race. So yeah, brilliant job from him. And then we've got Darth Berserk, the dark horse in that race. Honestly, I wouldn't have expected him to be there.
Yeah, great job from Darth Berserk. I think the funny thing about this round is it's kind of, alright, well, the leader of the championship, he's out this race. They've got a replacement driver in Troy, so alright, well, at least the leader's out. You know, we've got a bit of a chance here, and then there wasn't.
And yeah, because we are so late on schedule, we're just gonna make this quick. So thank you Dale and Gert for doing comms. Yeah, good effort from you guys, in considering that we are like so late.
Yeah.
Stick around, guys. Stick around for Div 1. We've got another 2 races, maybe 2.5, depending on how the servers go. Yeah, stick around, enjoy the night, and we'll put on a good show for you.
Yeah, we have Madriski's sweet tunes. Some say he may even be Elvis's cousin. You just never know, really. And then there's Corbin. But yeah, that is all from me. Anything to add there, Dale?
Thanks to all the sponsors for making this league possible, and all the people working very hard behind the scenes, and everyone who's in the league making it a fun place to be. So yeah, thanks for sticking around and joining us tonight.
Yep, and stick around for the Div 1 race coming up soon. Stay tuned to our YouTube channel. In the meantime, don't forget to wash your hands, keep a lookout for a Zinger Burger in your shower, and see you next week. Take care.